Welcome to Hangry Foodie Hangouts. This app is created by Project Group 2, Stephanie Day, Harlan Stewart, and Cassie Renz. Hangry Foodie Hangout aims to solve one big problem when ordering food with friends. Where do you want to eat and how do you split the bill? Our app also makes the process of large orders easier for you, cutting out the tedious process of splitting out a bill and creating just one order to prepare and deliver. You can invite all of your friends into one virtual hangout where our app will guide you through the steps of picking a place to eat, ordering your food, and designating who will pick up the order. Our app will store previous orders and groups for your convenience and take the angry out of your hangry hangout. We want each of our users to be able to log in with a pre-existing Facebook account to make sign-in as easy as a button click. Each user can then add other users to their friends list. Users can also remove friends. Before the user starts a hangout, they can pick a restaurant from the list for their hangout to order from. In the restaurant list, users can pick from a list of popular restaurants in Tacoma or pick from restaurants in their area. By starting a new hangout, the user can add friends from a group to their food ordering hangout. Users can see their previous orders in case they want to reorder the same item. Part of our backend SQLite and online database stores all of the user's order information, allowing for easy access. When the order is finished, the application shows a screen detailing who is picking up the order and the total cost. The user can also invite their friends to join the app by posting directly to their Facebook timeline. Originally, we planned for a sort of voting system in our app, voting on which user would be required to pick up the order, and voting on the restaurant choice for the hangout. In the end, the implementation of this was far too large a scope for the time available. We opted for putting the responsibilities on the hangout creator themselves. We also avoided even more work learning APIs by not genuinely implementing a payment system like Android or Google Pay. Finally, for the sake of time, we didn't give the user the ability to locally save favorite restaurant choices, opting for saving order histories instead. We could have provided more detail in the Hangouts as well, but we simply didn't have the time, and since it wasn't an explicit user story, ambitions were cut short. The first technical hurdle that caused a halt in the development process for our app involved PHP and parsing JSON requests in our async task. Since our app used two different APIs and also different databases, each task came with its own set of difficulties as we had to adapt our PHP classes to correctly match our requests in the Java classes in order to get the exact results we desired. Another issue that occurred in this same area was the execution of async tasks, which if not called correctly or too many times caused issues when populating our activities lists. Another challenging issue was creating the pop-up details in the groups and friends list. Each dialog builder in and of itself had to behave a lot like a fragment and needed several classes just to generate the pop-up dialog, especially the one that allows a user to add groups. Several classes with their own async tasks had to be created just to make that one dialog function correctly. We have learned many things in the process of creating our application. For example, it came to our attention quite early on that implementing APIs was not the easiest task. The Facebook API only allows the use of test accounts for development, which created extra work as we had to make test user accounts in order to build a database of people that we could use for testing. The Facebook API only allows the use of test accounts for development, which created extra work as we had to make test user accounts in order to build a database of people that we could use for testing. In addition, the Facebook API requires the use of hash codes specific to the development environment and release APKs. We've also learned creating an interacting application that requires multiple users' cooperation can be challenging. Syncing up local users' actions with a global database and updating the other users accordingly was its own set of challenges.